What is up, everybody? It's been a while since we did some Champions. Champions is, 15 games, so I don't like to do sponsored decks as much in Champs because it takes, a long time. And also you get some proper Sweat Lords once you're past about 10 wins. So we're going to do some Champs, but we're going to play what I believe to be one of the best Nod decks currently, which is the Buggy Catship Scorpion deck. I like this deck a lot. Biggest weakness is probably going to be like Giga Cannon. It can handle pretty much everything else. Giga Cannon and MLRS are both a beating, Giga Cannon especially. I'm playing Seth instead of Oksana. That one I think is pretty close. I think Seth is just obscenely powerful, but if we do play against something like a Giga, not being able to boost the Catship to kill it is going to make it even harder. Okay, let's get it on.
3, 2, 1.
We're up against Killer Reporting. Excellent name. Kane lives. Kane does live.
Kane lives.
Kane lives. Kane lives. Outstanding. Alright, so he's gone double half. We're going to go double rifle. Let me actually pop on chat. See if people can behave themselves. Okay, so he opens bikes. I'm actually just going to chill. He's going to obviously go after my harvester. I'm just going to wait and put a tank on them. I don't want to get off these pads at all. Sending another one. He goes harvester, bike, and sends them both at my half. I feel like this is an opponent we're going to be able to beat. It's just a gut feeling. But I feel pretty confident in this one. There's a buggy. Just going to pull both the riflemen back and then send the tank down. Alright, well, easy first missile. Let's get another tank and go for his harvester. He might just be buggy by quad tech. I've seen that a few times now. If he is that buggy by quad tech, then he just can't beat Scorpion Tank until he gets his tech out. Mutants! Alright, I didn't see that coming. Okay, well we'll back off. Get some catship. Okay, let's see what his tech is. If the fact it hasn't come out yet makes me think it's almost certainly Avatar. Oh, Cyborg, didn't see that coming. Normally when the tech takes this long to come out, it's because it's Avatar, because that's the most expensive one. But I guess he just spent so much on bikes and buggies that he couldn't afford his tech sooner. Alright, well, 1-0. Let's go.
Enemy base destroyed.
AJ Rodrigo.
New objective.
Right, the rifles first. Yes, in code. There is a new tier list in the works, mate. Don't worry about it. It should come out in the next couple of days, hopefully. I'll tell you what I haven't done, and I apologize for this, but I still haven't actually done the August Legions Arena VOD. Like, I have it sitting ready to be edited, but tournaments take so long to edit that I just haven't got around to it yet. Because there's so many games in a tournament. Alright, so my opponent's gone missiles and shocked. Now, this right here, we're going to have a little demonstration of why shock troopers aren't great. First of all, my 2 riflemen cost me 20 and his shock trooper cost him 40. So killing my 2 rifles in exchange for his shock means he's down 20. And secondly, the Catalyst gunship exists, which means that your shock troopers are not a playable unit. And here endeth the lesson. This is pretty much why you don't want to be playing shock troopers. I mean, even if you liked shock troopers before, which, I understand a lot of people did, I think the existence of the Catalyst gunship, it just makes them not a unit. Like, it just completely annihilates them. Alright, so we're gonna go buggy once we get pop cap. Buggy will beat both the missiles and the talons, but yeah, you can see the game is basically over already. I'm guessing his last unit is probably Orca double tech. Like, it'll be Orca, then Zone Trooper, and probably Titan. Given the deck I've seen so far, I'd imagine Orca Zone Trooper, Titan.
Mission accomplished. 3.
Okay. We are up against Malcio from the alliance that Alonso is in. Alonso, a very talented Command & Conquer Rivals player. I should not have moved off the pad. I thought he was going to move onto it, so that's why I moved off. I really don't want to be stalling, so I'm going to move off and get aggressive here. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to be stalling, because I thought he was probably going to double half. Okie doke. Get on these pads. We're going to push up so we have vision of his base and still have defender's advantage. Just don't want him getting on these pads. Ah, more shock boys. Well, we have discussed the merits of the shock boys. I'm going to move this off because he's about to kill my guy and then I want the missile charging. And we'll get the catch up over here. Should be a pretty easy first missile. 59, 1 minute, 1 minute 1. 1 minute 2, a little slow, but he did make his second harvester a little late there. He did make some rifles first. Since Catship does so much base damage and he isn't doing anything, I'm just going to pressure his base. Zones actually don't do very well against Catship. Yeah, feels bad, man. I should probably Ceph Drill Pod as well. But the base is like for sure dead at this point. Yeah, this one's over. Catship base damage is way too high. Like it's just broken. It needs to have its base damage removed. Pepon. Pepe hands.
3, 2, 1.
Up against Pepon. Gonna get some militants. And a harvester. I don't want to show him. Okay, I was gonna say if he doesn't make a unit, I don't want to show him my militants, so I wouldn't have walked next to the half. Getting off the pad to charge and then back on once I'm on both of them, and then I'm actually just gonna chill and wait to see what he does. I could push 2v1. I'm just gonna wait, I think. Okay, drone swarm. So we'll get a buggy. The buggy is the replacement for bikes in this deck. You can play bikes instead. It makes some matchups better, some matchups worse. The biggest problem with the buggy is you're very weak to Orca in the early game. I found that Orca first missile can be very difficult to beat because I need Phantom to fight it, really. But the strength is that when people go... The majority of air units you beat pretty easily when you're playing the buggy. Like drone swarms, talons, venoms. When people go early air, which is quite common at the moment, it's just not very good against the buggy. Alright, so we get him to shoot the rifles and then we go back in. Another Orca. We're getting lasers because of the sheer amount of Orcas he's making. We obviously need to get our Phantom out at some point. That's our game plan here. But until we get the Phantom, we're gonna have to try and use lasers to defend. This right here, what you're seeing, this is why lasers do not beat Orca. Basically, you can just run away. Like it's almost impossible to actually kill an Orca unless your opponent lets you. All right, Hammerhead. So we're gonna get a buggy to chip it a little. All right, never mind. We're not gonna get a buggy to do anything apparently. The important thing is he can't beat my buggy without using Orca right now. Like, from the units he's shown us, buggy is going to win unless he makes Orca. And if he makes Orca, we have the Phantom. So we're just going to sit here with buggies and Phantom until he does something. There you go. So we shoot that a little bit. The buggy finishes it off. Another Phantom comes out because the only thing we can lose to here is air. And we win easily. Very nice.
Victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Alright. We see a Jade. We have to work out if they're going to have a chem unit or if they're just going to be playing Jade because it's so good. Harvester laser. Okay, well, a little unusual to open lasers. Could be because they want to go chems early. Still weird to have laser as your opener if you're going to go into chems. Nope, it's flamers. Okay, so I'm guessing he doesn't have a chem unit, because why would you play flames and chems? Or flames and chuggy, that's very weird. I mean, it's not like 0%, but it's unusual to play flames and chuggy. I don't know what his flamers are doing, but he's basically just run around a bunch, and now they're dead, so that wasn't great. Obviously, we're just going to go into Catship. The fact he spent so much on flamers means that we can easily transition into Catship without getting punished. And obviously, Catship will annihilate these flames. Based on the fact he's got flamers, I now believe this opponent does not have a chem unit and is just playing Jade because he thinks the Jade missile can kill things, which obviously is not accurate. Against a strong opponent, you're not going to be able to hit things with the Jade missile unless they're like slow tech units. but most strong opponents aren't going to be playing slow tech units, so that's not going to be a problem. Okay, so tank plus cat ship pretty much should handle everything he can make. Gonna make a fresh cat ship. Gonna retarget with the cloud, take out these bikes. The cat ship will be the unit we lose the most often. The one tank should handle a lot of bikes. There's a lot of bikes, so we're gonna make another. We're gonna make a laser troop because there's so many bikes. And then we'll get another tank. Looks like he's gonna be spamming bikes a lot though. Yeah, looks like he really likes spamming bikes. At some point there'll probably be a catalyst missile attempt on one of my units, which I will dodge, and then the game will be over. That's what normally happens. Nope, looks like he doesn't have enough money to even try the catalyst missile. Alright, well there you go guys. Bikes don't beat tanks. That's the lesson for today.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, up against Governor, also playing Jade. Let's see if we can figure out if they've got a chem unit this time.
Harvester ready.
Alright, that looks like it could be second half, given I've got 2 units already. No, it's just a very late first half, okay. Ah, it's lasers first to my harvester. Of course it is. That's on me. I should have guessed. I should have guessed it was lasers first to my harvester. And flames. Alright, looks like no chem unit again. So we'll back up. We'll try and set up a concave. I'm gonna let him charge because people who play laser flame normally have tech units. Yeah, he's trying to stall, so we're gonna get on both pads. And we're gonna get the cat ship. We'll get off the pad as he goes on it. And back on. Cat ship will clean up these flames very easily. He only built 1 flame, to be fair, so he will be quicker in transitioning out of the into anti-cat ship unit. But of course he has 2 harvesters, which cost him a lot. Alright, so we are gonna pressure the base with the cat ship. I don't have a lot of money, so I'm not gonna build another cat ship yet, but I am gonna start chipping with this one. Phantom, sure. Okay, so that's gonna take out our cat ship for sure. There was no point trying to run away, it was always gonna get there. And now we're basically just looking to play a Phantom Mirror with cat ships for killing flames. We also have the buggy. The buggy can take out the flames as well. It's not difficult to take out flames. There's a lot of units that can do that. There's the tech lab. So we're gonna get. I guess we should get another buggy actually, based on the units on the field. I was thinking of getting a cat ship, but a buggy is just better when he has a Phantom out. And we'll Phantom his Phantom. Nice. And that should just be game over. We'll pop a flamer over here, but yeah, we've got all 3 pads. There's a catalyst missile, which does nothing as usual, and the game's over. GG man, GG.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2,
Okay, up against Buddy, who is also playing Jade. That is insane how many Jade players we've had. I wonder if Buddy is playing a chem unit or not. This map you should always pull your halve, I'm pretty sure. Well, I believe you should pull your halve, because I think this area is harder to defend than this area. So I think it's better to be down here in terms of harvester location. We're going to move across and intercept here. I'm okay with a trade, like we both stopped at roughly the same time, so these units will trade, or mine will win by a tiny amount. I'm okay with that. I'm moving this guy across to block so he can't move in here. So now he's moved in on both my guys, basically. So we get defender's advantage on both fights. So we win this rifle war by a lot, which means he's going to have to tech switch. I do want to push up so that he's not on the pads. I don't want him stalling during the rifle war. Yeah, okay, there's a Chuggy, as predicted. He just have to tech switch. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy to block the Chuggy for a little bit. We'll let that guy die, we're not too fussed about him. The important thing is to get the tank onto the Chuggy, or to just fire the missile. We're just going to get another tank because we're rich. There's a second half. Once this tank is on the pad, we should be good. We're going to lose the top, but that doesn't matter because we've got the other 2 pads. Yep, there we go. He also went second half right near the end of the missile, which is pretty aggressive. Because it means that he doesn't have time. He doesn't have the units to fight for the pads. Like, he basically gives up the pads right at the most critical juncture. Anyway, we're going to get the cat ship for the mutants. Mutant Chuggy is very strong versus ground-based things, but it's very bad against air. Jade Missile does nothing, as usual. Not sure if he was planning to shoot the cloud and just missed, or if he actually thought he was going to get the cat ship with it. It's hard to say. But it is pretty easy to dodge Jade Missile with reasonably fast units. We're going to go pressure this Harv a little, see what he does next. Cyborgs, we've got the cat ship, we'll get another one. Cyborg does beat cat ship pretty easily, but we'll just get another cat ship, so. And that should be GG. Alright, GG, buddy. Yep. Fair enough, my dude. Fair enough. Jade doing Jade things. It's my boy, Wilhelm, who has made a critical mistake in not checking my stream before queuing in champions. Unless he's going for the Savage Stream Snipes, which I think is unlikely. Alright, so he has opened... Wow, he has opened 2 units and no Harvester yet. Interesting. Yeah, he opened double wheel. He doesn't have a Harv yet. I should have actually maybe sent the rifles to get aggressive, and I could have maybe sent them over and block his Harv. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for double laser. Alright, here he comes. His 3rd unit was here very early as well, so I still think maybe... I mean, at this point he has to have a Harv, right? But... Okay, Fanatics. So we're going to use our rifles that we've kept alive to fight the Fanatics. And we're going to transition into Buggy. I'm going to push these lasers up, because I want any incoming bikes to get blocked out by the lasers. He's actually gone for another Fanatic. We're going to push up again. If he does go bikes, I'm going to go tank. Take out this wheel. I want to have vision of his base. I want to know what he's up to. Yeah, okay, he went tank, so I'll go tank as well. I do need to kill off these Fanatics, but I believe we can bring our tank in. Alright, cool. So we should be able to just block out with the laser tank. Nice, we even got the tank. So now we're really far ahead. We don't have Fanatics, so in an outright tank war... Okay, I guess he didn't want to do an outright tank war. GG Wilhelm. Okay, Solitaire. Playing Soliman. Now, he hasn't got dogs yet, which makes me think he's playing tech. Yeah, if you see dogs with Solomon, it's usually Reb. If you don't see dogs, it's not an aggro Solomon, it's a tech Solomon almost always. So he's gone Shocks. I'm just actually amazed. I'm amazed at how popular Shocks and Flames still are. So I'm actually gonna go Buggy. I'm gonna let this rifle die, because, you know, whatever. Normally I'd like to go cat ship, but it's just a little bit too expensive. The missile was charging very quickly because I got very aggressive on the missile charging. So I've gone Buggy instead. He's got jump jets. Jump jets don't actually beat Buggy on math. Jump jets beat Buggy 1v1, but they don't win 2v1. Alright, he's going to need to tech switch, which he can't afford to do because all of his units cost 40. So that's why we're going to win the first missile. And this, again, I know I've said it many times, but this is why Shocks and Flames are bad. Because you have to spend so much in the early game to fight riflemen. Then when your opponent tech switches, you can't do anything about it. The only way to get around that problem is to play like rifles and shocks, I think. But if you play rifles and shocks, then all of your anti-infantry is infantry, which brings its own massive problems as well. Like, you can never beat things like Confessor anymore. Ooh, a Titan. We are going to kill this Titan with Buggies and Scorpions. Just you watch, boys. So the important thing is to make sure he doesn't shoot the Scorpion, because obviously that's the one doing most of the damage. Also, the missile's about to fire, so you know that's pretty good. Oh, what am I doing? Putting this behind the Titan? Silly sausage. Alright, GG Solitaire. GG, my dude. Still got 300 Tiberium as well. I could have popped whatever I wanted. Alright, we're up against Dubious. I believe this guy is someone I need to respect. I can't remember. Like, the name came up and I was like, I'm pretty sure I've lost this guy before, so need to take this one seriously. I actually want to stall because he's gone wheels first and he's playing so aggressively. It makes me want to stall instead of charge. Generally speaking, whatever my opponent wants to do, I tend to try and do the opposite. So if my opponent looks like they're trying to stall, I'll try and charge. And if my opponent looks like they're trying to charge, I'll try and stall. Because I assume that my opponent knows what their deck wants to do. And I'm pretty sure I don't want to let them do it. Alright, so they're a Fanatic deck. Cool. So this is all fine. We're gonna lose this fight by a reasonable margin, but we're gonna go buggy, and then we'll be Gucci because buggy's insane. He's gonna go bikes against the buggy. Yep. So we want to get the lasers to defend the buggy. We also want to go tank, but we can't afford a tank right now, so that's why we're making lasers. Move this across. Hopefully we'll be able to afford a tank in time for the missile. Yeah, here we go. Cool. So this being wheels instead of fanatics, I think means we win the missile because the fanatics can't get on the pad. Oh no, the boost meant to get on the pad. Never mind, I was wrong. But we have buggy, we have tank. It's real hard for him to beat that combo here. Yeah, nice. Haha, lasers, you fool. You think lasers can defeat mighty bugs and gun? Alright, GG. GG, I win missile. Come on, give me the missile, Dubious. You know I've won it, just give it to me. Alright, cool. This tank, by the way, has now killed somewhere in the region of 486 bikes. That's not an exact count, of course, but I think it's about 486 bikes, making it a pretty profitable tank. I think I said this earlier in the video, or I said it the other day, which isn't going to make any sense if you're watching on YouTube because the videos don't come out equal to the time I record them. But tanks, bikes don't beat tanks. This is something that people should know by now. Bikes don't beat tanks. That's just the way it is. So if you're trying to use bikes in the early game as your anti-tank, you're gonna have a bad time. Stealth tanks also don't beat tanks, for what it's worth. So this is why this deck plays Shade. Like, I'm pretty sure he'll have Shade as his last unit because it's just a Agent Shadow Fanatic deck. But you have to make Shade versus tank. Your deck can't beat Scorpion tank if you don't make Shades. So GG Dubious.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, up against Nexus. We're gonna go half first. That was just a misplay, honestly. I wasn't really paying attention. Someone asked me about value on the premiums, so yeah, I shouldn't have gone Harvester first. I should have gone Rifles first. Now we have this mirror in the middle, which I don't want because I want to be charging the missile. I don't want to be standing on the pads fighting. So yeah, I'm actually going to push up, which I normally wouldn't do because I'm worried about tech, so I want the missile to be charging, not stall. Yeah, look, you can tell he wants to stall. So I'm going to get off the pad, and I'm going to go fast buggy because, again, if my opponent wants to stall, then I don't want the stall to happen, which makes me want to go fast buggy. He's gone Pitbull in response, so we're going to retreat and wait for a tank. Buggy should take out enough militants here. Or riflemen, whatever. I'm going to get some riflemen because I can't afford anything more expensive right now. Get the rifleman over here. I need to shoot his rifles with my rifles. I really need to get off these pads though. Like, I need to be charging. So I'm actually just going to abandon getting onto the third pad and just try and get the first two. Get another buggy here. Move this buggy across so I can get the tank in against the Pitbull. Okay, that should be missile. Really late missile though, 130, not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. Going to immediately Phantom against this thing. It is all of my money. Normally I'd say don't spend all your money, but because I already have map control, I already have buggies and a Scorpion, so I don't need to worry about making other units because I already have them on the field. Get the Phantom on the back pad to wait until it reloads, and then we'll get Rifleman because I'm low on cash, so I want to use cheap units to fight for now. Until I get back to over 100 Tiberium, I want to try and use budget troops so that I can make whatever I want. I'm going to just run away from this turret. I don't want to fight it. This tank is going to go down, but that's okay because I have enough money now for a fresh one. And yeah, I want to replace it. So it's okay. When it's that low hit points, I'm okay getting rid of it once I can afford a replacement. Getting a little bit worried in case some tech comes out. Gonna take out this Phantom. Sorry, not Phantom, Pitbull. Move this guy across. Gonna get another tank for this Pitbull. He's got a lot of Pitbulls here, so I know tanks are gonna be good. Rifle forwards. Okay, so the rifle's gonna go back and the Phantom's gonna come across. Deal with this Mohawk. And I'm gonna drill pod because I have a lot of money and I don't have a unit available right now for these lasers or missiles. Let's take out the Pitbull. Pitbull? Yeah, Pitbull. And then we're gonna go Phantom next once we get pop cap. I'm letting this tank go because, you know, we need pop cap right now. So if the tank dies, I don't mind. Okay, Phantom is on the bottom. We've got tank on the middle. We're controlling the top. I think that means we should win. Yep, there it is. Alright, GG Nexus. And it was not a tech deck, so I didn't need to worry, luckily, because the game ended up being 3 minutes. So if there was tech, it would have probably come out. Okay. Up against Freeman. We're going to go rifles first, because that's what I should have done last game. I like Open Water. Open Water is such a comfort map for so many players. It's like one of the most requested tournament maps. People love Open Water. I don't know why, to be honest, because like it favors certain playstyles very, very heavily, and like a lot of the fighting just happens in exactly the same place constantly. Maybe that's why people like it, because all of the fighting always happens here. So it's like you don't have to think about where you're going to send your units, you just send them all forwards. And that's all there is to it. But yeah, it favors like your fortress styles, it favors things like Inferno. Alright, so he gone flamey boys. Alright, we'll run away. I'm gonna let both my lasers die because they're kind of worthless here anyway. And we're gonna go catch it. Get another laser out. He's probably gonna bikes, one would assume. I don't want to chase because there's no reason to chase. This is a mistake people make as well. Like once you've pushed the unit off of the pads, it's not a relevant unit anymore. Like his flamers, oh, run away, run away. His flamers idling on like the back pad don't bother me at all. I don't need to kill that. We just need to not let the stealth tank kill our cat ship, and then we win the missile easily. There we go. That's what it's all about, boys. Flamers just get so annihilated by cat ship. It's just not even funny. And now that we have all 3 buildings, we can use tank to defend from stealth tank, so it's going to be even easier. Yeah, look, the stealth tank just has to get way too aggressive if it wants to kill anything. And stealth tank doesn't beat Scorpion tank really. Like if it didn't cost 100 for a stealth tank, it would be alright, but it doesn't cost efficiently beat the Scorpions. Just gonna pop this guy. Back up, use the lasers to defend. Oops, there's a misclick. I'm actually going to make a buggy because the cat ships are expensive to lose, and buggy will do the same job here, but will be cheaper to do it. Just going to pop this guy. We'll get another buggy. So now he's going to have to use stealth tanks to kill buggies, which is, you know, he's only getting 30 per volley instead of 50 now, which puts him even further behind economically. Also, every time he loses a flamer, he's down 40, right? Like the cat ship costs 50. Every time he loses a flamer, he's down 40. Like you just can't. You can't keep up with this kind of economy loss. Like, your units are just so inefficient when you're using flamers, and that's why I don't really like them. He also boosted his harvester. I don't know if that was a joke or a misclick or what.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Up against Moot. We're gonna go rifles first. This is the worst map in the event, I think. I really hate this map. 2 wheels, so I'm just gonna back up. Gonna wait for some lasers. He's playing Oksana and wheels, so that makes me think it's probably Fnatic's tank. That's what it usually is. There's really very little reason to play wheels unless you're playing Fanatics. Sometimes people play wheel chuggy, but I think that's worse than militant chuggy. He hasn't made a second wheel though, which is very weird. He's gone straight into Fanatics. It's kind of insane. I'm just gonna go straight into buggy. Now he'll probably make bites, so I'm going to bring the buggy down. Buggy? Yep, there we go. Have the lasers get in the way. And we'll get tank for the bites. I think it's very important to be playing tank if you want to play buggy. Oops, I don't know where my buggy's going. We'll back that up. Yeah, it is Fnatic's tank, as predicted. So we need to be careful not to let the stank kill our Scorpion here. Run away, Scorpion! Rip. Oh well. We got a few bikes, we got some damage on the stank, and most importantly, the tank is now going to probably die to the Nyx Scorpion. Which is, in fact, the problem with the stealth tank. Like, you can come in and you can burst down a Scorpion, and that's nice. But then the stealth tank will probably die to the Nyx Scorpion while it's reloading. And then you've killed a 70 cost unit for a 100 cost unit. Which is why Scorpion, that's the reason that Stealth Tank doesn't beat Scorpion, basically. So he's gonna have to go Shades now. So I'm gonna make a laser. I'm just predicting that it's gonna be Shades. If it's more Fanatics, I can always just make Flamers if I need to. Oh, it's Inferno again. Okay, sure. Ooh, he did actually get my Scorp. That's a shame. But we're gonna go instant Phantom. We are going to need some anti-infantry to take out these lasers, though. I don't really want to make a Flamer yet. I want to wait till right at the end of the missile. But I will try and harass this. Okay, now we'll Flamer because it's near the end of the missile. He's going to have to Inferno bomb it. But the Phantom is ready. Okay, GG, my dude. GG.
Objective complete. 3, 2.
Up against my boy Bucket. It is not on my bucket list to defeat Bucket, but I will do it anyway. Let's see what Bucket is up to. We got a Harv, we got a Militant. Alright, cool. Yeah, you better stay off that pad, Bucket. In my pad. Get out of here, in my house. We're gonna back up and get the 2v2. We don't want to get 2v1'd here, so we're gonna back up until our buddy is ready to join. He's gonna move in for the 2v2, so we'll move in as well. This is fine. Put this guy down to get this guy into position. Ooh, misclicked a little bit there. Always split fire in militant wars like this. There's no reason to kill off these one-man militants until there's nothing else to kill, because it just lets me get more rifles out. Ooh, catch it. I'm gonna just back up and go straight Phantom. Normally I'd go Buggy here, but we had time to just get it. We had enough money to just go straight into a Phantom. Alright, we're getting punished for it super hard as well. Alright, so we kill it and we block. No, I missed the block. Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad at the game. I'm bad and I feel bad. Alright, so we are going to need to get the Buggy now, because we have nothing else that can fight this cat ship. And we're going to need a tank, but we can't afford one, so we're going to have to use lasers until we can afford a tank. The lasers on the pad. It's really important to always retain priority of these tiles on this map. Here comes another cat ship, so we'll rotate this out, put the Buggy in. Okay, as you can see, we're starting to take complete control. Did he go second half or something? Or was he just saving for the tank? Like, it feels like there was a big downtime there where he didn't really make a unit, and he should have been able to. So I'm wondering if he, went second half in that fight. Alright, so we'll get our tank to rotate in and out a bit. We don't have great answers to tick. We kind of just have to catch them while moving with Scorpion, and then chip them with lasers whilst they're not moving. As long as we keep rotating the Scorpions in and out, we should be okay. Alright, that didn't work out very well. Man, these ticks are a huge problem, actually. Get some more Buggies. Can't click Buggy for some reason. I don't know why, but I can't click Buggy. Alright, we're gonna have to get a cat ship to try and kill these things, it looks like. Wow, he is making an obscene amount of tick tanks. Yeah, this isn't going very well. The tick tank is a big problem for us. Once it gets set up, our deck is not well set up to kill it. Ah, dude, these ticks are a huge issue. I need to go Phantom as well for the cat ship. And I need to not lose my Phantom to his Phantom, so I can't afford to replace it. Ooh, run away, bites. Very nice. I don't know how much money he has, but I am pretty broke. Hopefully he's broke as well. Alright, nice. We managed to dodge. Managed to dodge the bikes shooting my fans in there. Yeah, just keep chipping these ticks down. Keep getting them while they're moving, that's the play. Yeah, you see, if you get them while they're moving, it's not so bad. Okay, I think we did it. But man, that was a ball ache. That was a real ball ache. Good job, Bucket. That was a tough game, man.
You are victorious. 3, 2.
Alright, up against Moot. Pretty sure we already played Moot. I think he was playing Fnatic Stank with Inferno, if I remember correctly.
Harvester ready.
So, it's going to be a pretty standard opening. We're going to go Laser, he's going to go Fnatic, we're going to go Buggy, he's going to go Bike, we're going to go Scorpion. He's going to have to go Stealth Tank or Inferno. Just deciding if I want to go second Laser. I think I do. I think the standard opening still favors me enough that we can just go second Laser. We'll move into this 2v2. Want to have our rifles ready for when the Fanatics show up. There they are. He's going to move to here probably. Yep. So we'll make the Buggy. Bring the Buggy down. He's going to make bikes. We'll bring the lasers up because we want to get rid of his units whilst we're waiting. The important thing is to clean up these Fanatics though. They're the critical unit to get rid of. Double boosted lasers, yikes, okay. The problem with the double boosted lasers is whilst you might win that fight, you spent 50, like you spent 30 on the boost and you're only killing a 30 cost unit with it. So you're not even up on that exchange. Okay, so we need to lose a unit here so we can get tanked for these bikes. Yeah, and the buggy takes it down. Now his bikes can't beat tanks. So he's going to have to go Inferno. He could go Stealth Tank, but he's pretty much going to have to go Inferno. Lasers aren't going to help because the buggies are going to shut them down. But yeah, this matchup I think favors me pretty heavily. His deck is just kind of weak to Scorpion Tank, to be honest. I've got a lot of cash, but I want to be ready for a Phantom. That's why I'm not spending my money right now. I actually should be charging the missile as well, because when an Inferno comes out, which is pretty likely, I want to end the game quickly. Like I don't want the game to continue whilst he has Infernos. It looks like the game's just going to end right against the Inferno. Okay, cool. So there it is, 15-0. I think generally speaking, my deck was favored in almost all the matchups. The Tick Tank matchup we were not favored in, at least not on that map. I think on a more spread out map we'd be okay, but two of the maps are very compact. It's only 3 lanes where we'd be favored in that matchup. I think we're unfavored on half and half and open water, and that game was very close. But if we look, like I'm favored, probably unfavored. Yeah, I mean that's actually a mirror, just he has Tick instead of Scorpion, which on open water is better. I also have Seth, which again, not useful on open water, and not useful in a catship mirror. So yeah, he's favored in that matchup, but only a little bit. I'm favored here. I'm favored here. I am favored on this one. I'm favored. I'm favored. This one I think is close actually. This one is super close. I don't know who's favored. I think it's me, but it's very, very close. But Wilhelm forgot to build a halve. This one I am favored, this one I'm favored, this one I'm favored, and this one I am favored. Is that 15? That's only 12. Okay, well 3 of them are missing now, but we won them all super easily and I was favored, I'm pretty sure. So there you go guys, this deck is great. Would recommend if you want to like win games on ladder or on events. Obviously you need a leveled up catship to play it though, that's the downside. But yeah, the deck is amazing. Pretty comfortable 15-0. The closest game by far was Bucket. Bucket played very well. So good job, Bucket. But yeah, 15-0. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I will see you all next time.